got slow ahead. Come on down and chop some of this shit. You're gonna need a bigger pot.
Hi guys, I'm Tom, this is The Bunker, and today we're taking a look at the full Trident Realms fleet from Mantic Games. So, without further ado, let's crack them open, starting with the Trident Realms starter fleet. So, let's... really should be more prepared and have a knife. Enough of that. Crack her open. Oh wow, that's sick. First off, these models are really cool. They are really cool. There's something totally different, like we've never seen before, and they're just freaky awesome. So, fleet rules. The Hunters. The fleet of the Trident Realm is made up of living creatures that are natural predators. For the purpose of these rules, a Trident Realm creature is treated as ship. In addition, the turning angle of a Trident Realm ship is dependent on their speed. If anchored or moving at steady speed, it can pivot up to 180 degrees around its centre. If at battle speed, it has a red turning angle. If at full speed, it has a yellow turning angle. Wow. Trident Realm ships cannot take the additional weaponry or magical rudder upgrades. That's fair enough. Partially submerged. All shooting directed at a Trident Realm ship suffers a -1 to hit. Flyers targeting a Trident Realm ship will also suffer a -1 to hit. Okay. Fully submerged. Trident Realm ships can automatically fully submerge to avoid other ships that would otherwise collide with during their own activation. As long as the Trident Realm ship can be placed at the rear base edge a few millimetres clear of the other ship following the same initial trajectory. This completes the movement of that move step, and the ship continues with its normal activation. Any shooting attack during this activation will be with an additional -2 to hit. The modifier is not cumulative with the -1 modifier for having rolled to evade during the activation. If the ship cannot be placed at the rear base touching the other ship, the normal evade procedure must be undertaken. A Trident Realm ship may only fully submerge once during activation. So that's good for me, because I'm awful at steering, so I can just like go underneath people. Always good, isn't it? Tidal Terror. Ships with this rule follow the regular squadron rules, but with the following changes. Tidal Terrors cannot attack or be attacked by flyers. They can never capture or contest objectives, carry loot, or score victory points other than those awarded for sinking or surrendering, if applicable, of enemy ships. A Tidal Terror may attempt to grapple an enemy ship within 3 inches at the end of its move step with a +1 modifier, even if that ship is moving at full speed. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, if the attempt is successful, align as normal, but do not reduce the enemy ship's speed to anchored. Instead, continue to move it as normal. Oh, wow. With the Tidal Terror now attached. Okay. Wow. I really like that. That's cool. So it like latches on. Ram. Yeah, we know Ram, don't we? Blinding Beacon. At the start of the turn after rolling for wind, this ship may use its Blinding Beacon. Until the end of the turn, any shooting attack by the enemy ship targeting the ship or other friendly Trident Realm ships within 9 cannot benefit from the point blank to hit modifier. That's pretty cool. Tentacles. This ship may attempt to grapple from 4 inches. Every inch counts. Whee! It also has grappling hooks for free, not counting against the limit on upgrades. It can also attempt to grapple ships travelling at full speed, but with an additional -1 modifier to its skill test. Ensnaring nets. Any enemy ship that is a target of a successful shooting attack from the ship will suffer an additional -1 modifier on all skill tests, excluding nerve during the next activation. In the end phase, regeneration removes 2 damage. Oh, wow. Giant claws. Any hit rolls made by the ship of a natural 9 or 10 cause a crushing blow. Wow. Yeah, I don't really know what to say with that. Let's have a look at some of the upgrades. Armoured scales. The total damage inflicted on the ship from a shooting attack is reduced by 2. Okay. Nared heart piercers. Whenever the ship successfully grapples or is grappled by an enemy ship, inflict D3 +2 damage to the enemy before the boarding action takes place. This damage is not counted when determining who wins the boarding action. All right, okay, 4 points. That's pretty cool. Magical upgrades. The Will of the Sea. Once per game at the start of the turn, activate the Will of the Sea. All friendly Trident Realms ships will receive an additional +2 modifier on all skill tests, including nerve tests, during this turn. Ector is a captain. It's over, Ector. A ship crewed by Ector can add 1 light weapon to any shooting arc each turn. If the hit is successful, in addition to damage caused, move the ship directly away 1 inch from the firing ship. Okay. Ships moved in this manner will automatically break grapples to complete this movement and cannot evade any collisions. If the ship collides because of this move, simply stop its movement once it hits the resolved damage as normal. This ship can also reroll any failed nerve test. You must accept the second result. While this ship is in play, increase the crew strength of the Tidal Terror in your fleet by +1, and that's Papaccio. Oh, of all Tidal Terrors. Oh, wow. Okay. There'd be monsters there, Captain. Trident Realms spell book. I'm just going to put that there, and I'm just going to put this Trident Realms spell book there, and you can have a look, guys. And Swell is a Trident Realms spell. Targets a visible, non-grappled enemy ship with an 8. The target suffers 5 points of damage. Additionally, the ship will pivot around its center to face a new direction, roll a d10 and choose based on the point end of the dice. Oh, wow. Okay. That'll mess somebody's day up. And now, we all want to have a look at the actual ships. So we have a giant squid, which is a main battleship and has the tentacles upgrade. It's 62 points, 2 light, 2 heavy and 2 close, all on the front. No right, rear or broadsides on this ship. Okay, movement 5, 47 nerve, 68 strength. Wow. Wow. And 8 crew strength. Wow. I'm just repeating on myself how broken that is. Yeah. I don't think there's much more you can say about that. That's horrible. Gun turtle. Oh, can I have a fleet just full of gun turtles? That sounds cool. There's also a main battleship. He's 34 points. Movement 4, 28 nerve, 40 hit points, 3 crew strength, 3 heavy and 2 close at the front. I like this. Just point towards them. A Knuckler Chariot, which is a support ship. It's 2 indirect at the front. Fair enough. Movement 4, yeah, nerve 11s, 16 hit points, 2 crew strength and 18 points, as you'd imagine. So that's the starter fleet, the main fleet and the rules. I'm going to keep cracking through it all because we've got all of them. So I'm going to pop the models into a bit of a montage and then we'll have a look at the rules. Okay, so our booster fleet has 1 gun turtle in it. As you've seen already, gun turtles have to have gun turtles. I just said, no, I have to. Yes. 3 heavy, 2 close at the front. Seen that card already. Wow, a Kier Angler. So it's like it's the anglerfish model that you saw. 2 heavy and a close at the front. So that's got the blinding beacon. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, how cool's that? That's a support ship as well. You've got a worm-drawn sloop squadron. So these are support ships, tiny. It's got an indirect weapon on the front. 12 points. Yeah, die to a harsh language and ensnaring nets, but they are support ships and you get 2 of those with indirect. Now follows the Tidal Terrors. So we've seen this card already explaining what the Tidal Terrors do, but it's in the pack. And you have a Greater Water Elemental. 12 points. So he's Tidal Terror and he has regeneration. That makes sense in he is in fact the sea. His movement 10, nerve 9, 14 structure points and 3 crew strength. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So they grapple onto a ship and just like continually like cause mischief, which is cool. And a giant Geiger. Geiger? Is it a Geiger? A Giga? Giga. Anyway, so he's 16 points, move 8, nerf 15, 22 structure points. He's a tidal terror and has giant claws. So these are cool. They like latch onto boats and just piss your opponent off all the way through the game, which is awesome. And finally, we have the Leviathan. Now, this is the extra large main battleship. He's 85 points. He's movement 4, 64 nerve, 92 structure points, and 8 crew strength. He's got 4 light, 5 heavy, and 2 close out the front. So you can outmaneuver these boys, really, but they can turn on the spot, don't forget. They are, in fact, fish. He has Ram 1 in his main battleship. And then we have the named. He's got a big horn, hasn't he? It's so big, his horn, it's going over the cannon at the front. He's the Bull Leviathan. He's 95 points, movement 4, so he's got 4 extra points of nerve there, 6 extra 8 points extra crew strength, 4 light, 5 heavy, 2 close, and he's got Ram 4. My God. And there we go, that's the Trident Realms. Yeah, wow. Big thanks to Mantic for providing all the miniatures. We stopped saying they provided the miniatures for us to do the unboxing and start the discussion. ChillCon was incredible. We met loads of cool people at ChillCon, got loads of people into Armada, so I hope you're enjoying the game. If you don't enjoy it, blame Rob. But yeah, so I'm off to go put some puddles and see if I can make some fish. And I'll catch you on the other side. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy hobbying.